They are finally being caught, and what they did to you behind your back has made the police shocked. The person you trusted most has been living a double life. Right now, as you watch this video, they are being arrested for crimes that will make your blood run cold. What they did to you was not an accident. It was not a mistake. It was a carefully planned attack on your life, your money, and your future. The police could not believe what they found when they searched through the evidence. Even experienced detectives were stunned by how deep this betrayal goes. You deserve to know the truth about what really happened to you. This person worked hard to earn your trust over months or even years. They studied your habits, learned your weaknesses, and waited for the perfect moment to strike. Remember those times when something felt wrong but you could not explain why? When your gut told you to be careful but you ignored that feeling? Your instincts were trying to protect you from what was really happening. The police have now uncovered evidence that proves your worst fears were real. The uncomfortable feelings you had were not in your head. You were being watched, studied, and set up for something terrible. Every kind word they said to you was part of their plan. Every favor they did was to gain more access to your life. Every secret you shared with them was being used against you. The betrayal goes deeper than you ever imagined possible. When police officers first saw the evidence, they had to take breaks from the investigation. Seasoned detectives who have seen everything were shaken by what this person did to innocent people like you. The crimes they committed are so serious that multiple law enforcement agencies are now working together. The FBI has joined the investigation because the criminal network crosses state lines. Other victims have started coming forward after the first arrests were made. Each new victim tells a story that sounds exactly like yours. The same methods, the same lies, the same devastating results. You are not alone in this. There are dozens of people who went through exactly what you experienced. But your case is special because you have evidence that could put these criminals away for life. The police need your story to build the strongest case possible. Without victims like you speaking up, these predators would continue destroying lives. Your courage to face the truth could save other innocent people from becoming victims. The investigation is moving fast, and arrests are happening every day. Like this video now to stay updated, as more arrests happen in this shocking case. The police investigation started when bank records showed suspicious activity in accounts connected to your personal information. Your social security number, your address, and your financial details were being used in ways that made no sense. Detectives discovered that this person had been copying your important documents for over 2 years. Every time they visited your home or office, they were secretly photographing your mail, your computer screen, and any papers left on tables or desks. They found a hidden camera system in the suspect's home that was used to record private conversations with victims. Hours of video showed them practicing lies and rehearsing emotional manipulation techniques. The financial crimes alone could result in decades in prison. They opened credit cards in your name, took out loans using your information, and even tried to mortgage property by pretending to be you. But the money was just the beginning. Police found detailed files on each victim that included daily schedules, family information, work routines, and personal fears or insecurities that could be exploited. Your file was over 200 pages long. It contained information about your childhood, your relationships, your medical history, and your financial situation going back years. They knew things about you that even close family members did not know. The level of planning and preparation shocked investigators. This was not a simple scam or opportunistic crime. It was a sophisticated operation designed to completely destroy the lives of carefully selected victims. Comment below if you have experienced unexplained financial problems or identity theft. In recent years, the arrests happened at dawn, when SWAT teams surrounded multiple locations simultaneously. The main suspect tried to destroy evidence by throwing computer hard drives out a window, but police recovered everything. Inside the suspect's home, investigators found a room that looked like a military command center. Wall monitors displayed live feeds from social media accounts they had created using stolen identities. Filing cabinets contained fake IDs, forged documents, and detailed victim profiles. The sophisticated technology they used cost over $50,000. This was not some amateur operation run from a basement. These criminals invested serious money into their equipment because the profits from their crimes were enormous. Your personal information was being sold to other criminals across the country. Your identity was worth thousands of dollars to people who specialize in different types of fraud and theft. Phone records revealed that the suspect was in contact with over 30 other criminals in a network that spanned multiple states. Each person in the network had a specific role, like identity theft, financial fraud, or emotional manipulation. The detective in charge of your case said he has never seen such a well-organized criminal operation targeting ordinary citizens. Usually, large-scale fraud focuses on businesses or wealthy individuals, but this network specifically targeted middle-class people who would be less likely to have expensive legal help. They chose victims who were trusting, generous, and had enough assets to make the crimes profitable, but not enough wealth to fight back effectively in court. Share this video right now to warn your friends and family. These criminals are still active in some areas, and your sharing could prevent someone you care about from becoming their next victim. Every share helps protect innocent people from these predators. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to get breaking news updates as more arrests happen. In this case, the psychological manipulation techniques used against you were learned from books about cult recruitment and military interrogation. The suspect had an entire library devoted to studying how to break down a person's natural defenses and decision-making abilities. They used a technique called love bombing, where they overwhelmed you with attention, gifts, and emotional support to create artificial feelings of closeness and dependency. Once you trusted them completely, they slowly began isolating you from other people who might notice warning signs. Your daily routine was monitored through tracking apps secretly installed on your phone. They knew where you went, who you talked to, and even what websites you visited. This information helped them predict your behavior and stay one step ahead of any suspicions. The fake emergencies and crises they created in their own life were designed to trigger your natural desire to help others. Every time you offered assistance, they gathered more information about your financial situation and personal boundaries. Police found recordings where the suspect practiced different emotional manipulation strategies. They would rehearse crying, practice telling lies about family emergencies, and even plan out exactly what to say to make you feel guilty for not helping them. Your case file included detailed psychological notes about your personality, your triggers, and your weaknesses. They studied you like a scientist studying a lab experiment, looking for the most effective ways to control your emotions and decisions. The level of premeditation and planning proves this was not a crime of opportunity, but a calculated attack. On Your Life. Comment your support for the investigation to help encourage other victims to come forward. The charges filed against the main suspect include identity theft, wire fraud, money laundering, stalking, and racketeering. If convicted on all charges, they face up to 40 years in federal prison. 3 other members of the criminal network have already agreed to cooperate with police in exchange for reduced sentences. Their testimony reveals that your case was considered one of their biggest successes because of how much money they were able to steal over such a long period. The cooperation agreements mean that even more evidence is being turned over to investigators every day. Bank records, communication logs, and victim lists that seemed lost forever are now being recovered and analyzed. Your case has become central to the prosecution because you have documentation and evidence that many other victims lost or never had access to. The emails you saved, the financial records you kept, and your detailed memory of events provide the strongest foundation for criminal charges. Federal prosecutors are also pursuing civil forfeiture cases to recover stolen assets and return money to victims. Properties, vehicles, and luxury items purchased with stolen funds will be sold to provide restitution payments. The court has already frozen over $2 million in assets connected to the criminal network. Much of this money came directly from victims like you, and prosecutors are working to return every possible dollar to the people who were robbed. Share your own experience in the comments to help other victims realize they are not alone. Your story could help someone recognize that they too were targeted by these criminals and encourage them to contact law enforcement. Turn on notifications to get instant updates when new arrests are announced. In this case, the final wave of arrests happened when police simultaneously raided locations in 12 different states. The coordination required months of planning because the criminal network had lookouts and escape plans prepared for exactly this situation. What shocked investigators most was discovering that the criminals had infiltrated online support groups for fraud victims. They were posing as helpful community members while actually gathering intelligence on people who had already been victimized by other scams. The suspect's computer contained over 10,000 photos of personal documents belonging to different victims. Driver's licenses, bank statements, tax returns, and medical records were organized in digital folders labeled with victim names and profit potential ratings. Your folder was marked as high value long term because they planned to continue exploiting your information for years into the future. They had already applied for additional credit cards in your name that would not arrive for several months. The sophistication of their operation included backup plans for when victims became suspicious. They had prepared stories, fake documentation, and even accomplices ready to pose as character references if you ever tried to verify their identity. Police found evidence that they were planning to expand their operation to target elderly victims in nursing homes and assisted living facilities. Your case helped stop them before they could destroy the lives of vulnerable seniors who would have had even less ability to fight back or recover from the financial devastation. Like and share this video right now to help the algorithm spread this warning to other potential victims who need protection. The arrests have been made and the criminals are now behind bars awaiting trial. Federal prosecutors are confident they have enough evidence for convictions that will put these predators away for decades. Victim support resources are available through the FBI's Victim Services Division. Counselors who specialize in identity, theft, and financial fraud are standing by to help you navigate the recovery process and prepare for any court proceedings. Your courage in facing this truth and speaking up has already helped protect countless other innocent people from becoming victims. The information you provided led to arrests that stopped active crimes in progress. The investigation continues as law enforcement works to identify and arrest every member of this criminal network. Justice is being served and your voice made. It possible. Subscribe and share to continue supporting this investigation and protecting others from similar crimes in your community.